Okay, picture this. You're walking through those beautiful, winding, cobblestone streets in Rome's Trastevere neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about, right? The air's just thick with the smell of sugar, and literally every corner has a shop promising you the dessert of a lifetime. But where do you even begin? Well, that's what we're going to break down right now. This is your guide to Rome's sweetest secret, dessert in Trastevere.
I mean, it's a real problem. A delicious problem, but still, you're just lost in a sea of sweets. You see gelato over here, pastries over there, cookies everywhere. But how do you know what's the real deal and what's just a tourist trap? Come on, you don't want to waste a single calorie on mediocre dessert when you're in Rome. So here's the thing. The solution is actually way simpler than you'd think. To eat dessert like a true Roman, all you have to do is understand the 3 pillars of Roman dessert. Once you get this framework, I promise the whole neighborhood just opens up.
And here they are, the 3 pillars of dessert. Think of this as the foundation for your whole sweet adventure. Knowing the difference between a gelateria, a pasticceria, and a forno, that is the first and, honestly, the most important step.
Okay, pillar number 1, the gelateria. Pretty straightforward, right? This is your specialty shop for gelato, sorbetto, and all kinds of amazing frozen treats. Here, the whole game is about texture, the perfect temperature, and really pure, high-quality ingredients. This is where you go when you need that cold, creamy, intense flavor hit. Next up, we've got the pasticceria. This is your classic pastry shop. This is the place with those gorgeous, elaborate cakes sitting in the window, those cream-filled pastries, like the famous marrizzo, and all sorts of other traditional Roman sweets. It's all about craft, tradition, and delicate recipes. And our third and final pillar is the forno. Now, a forno is a bakery, and yeah, they sell amazing bread. But for our mission today, we're zoning in on their simpler, twice-baked goods. I'm talking about biscuits and cookies. You know, biscotti. They're usually sold by weight, which makes them absolutely perfect for grabbing a bag to snack on later.
All right, you ready? Let's dive deep into our first pillar, artisan gelato. And we're starting with the innovators. These are the shops that are taking gelato and just pushing it to a whole new level. First up, we have to talk about Fata Morgana. Look, this place isn't just a gelato shop. You should think of it more like a laboratory for flavor. It's run by a culinary genius, Maria Agnesi Spagnuolo. And get this, everything is 100% gluten-free and all-natural. This is the spot for adventurous eaters.
And when I say adventurous, I mean it. We're talking flavors where gelato becomes a full-on gastronomic experience. Just imagine tasting something like black rice and rosebuds. Or how about basil, walnut, and honey? It's the kind of stuff you'd never think of, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, to really understand the scene, let's compare 2 different philosophies. On one side, you've got Odaleg, which, fun fact, is gelato spelled backward. They have this super cool aquarium-style lab where you can see everything being made. Their gelato is famous for being dense and rich, and they even do savory flavors, like one based on the Roman pasta classic cacio e pepe. Wild, right? Then, on the other side, you have Fior di Luna. It's much more unassuming, all about small batch production. Their focus is on organic and fair trade ingredients, and their dairy-free sorbets are legendary. So it just depends on your mood. Are you feeling rich and experimental, or light and pure?
Okay, let's shift gears. Time for pillar number 2, historic pastries. We're moving away from the modern innovators and stepping into the world of the traditionalists. Seriously, these shops are like time capsules, preserving Roman baking history.
And this number, this says it all. 1925, that's the year Pasticceria Volzani opened its doors. Walking in here is literally like stepping back in time. The inside hasn't changed, and more importantly, neither have the recipes. This isn't just a shop, it's a living museum of Roman dessert.
So at Volzani, you're not looking for the trendy new thing. You are there for a taste of old Rome. You're looking for specialties like pangialo, which is this amazing spiced fruitcake, or their incredible sacciatort. It's a taste of history that, thankfully, refuses to change with the times. And speaking of vintage, check this out. At Biscottifio Innocenti, the real star of the show is this massive, beautiful oven from the 1950s. That one piece of equipment tells you everything you need to know about this place. It's industrial, it's historic, and it's all about the bake.
Yeah, this place feels less like a cute little shop and more like a biscuit factory. You'll just see these giant trays of cookies, like bruzzi ma buoni, which hilariously translates to ugly but good. You just buy them by weight, fresh off the tray. It is the perfect spot to grab a bag of treats to go.
Now here is a really fascinating contrast in pastry styles you'll find in Trastevere. Over on the left, you've got I Dolce di Checco, which is home to the absolute best maritozzo. It's this incredibly simple, light brioche bun, just overflowing with whipped cream. It's a true Roman breakfast. Then on the right, you have Le Levain, which brings Parisian perfection to the heart of Rome. We're talking complex, multi-layered cakes and perfect eclairs. So the question is, are you craving simple Roman comfort or elegant French sophistication?
And that brings us to our third and final pillar, tiramisu. The big one, but we're not just talking about any old tiramisu. Oh no. We're going to explore the specialists and see how they tackle Rome's most famous dessert in totally different ways.
Okay, first, let's look at the modern way of doing things at Tiramisu Trastevere. This spot is all about making it your own. You see the steps right here? You choose your base. The classic is just the beginning. Then you pick a topping like pistachio or strawberry, and then you get to watch them build your custom dessert right there in front of you. It's designed to be grab and go, which is perfect for eating while you wander around. Now, let's look at two completely different takes on tiramisu. On the left, there's Nanarella. It's actually a restaurant, but its tiramisu has this massive cult following. They serve it scoop style, right out of a big tray. It's messy, it's indulgent, and it's so heavy on the mascarpone, in the best way. Then you have Pasticceria Barberini on the right, which serves it in a perfect, miniature, bite-sized cup. It's precise, it's elegant, it's sophisticated. So, rustic and indulgent, or small and perfect?
Okay, wow, we have covered a lot of ground. We've talked gelato, pastries, tiramisu. So how do you actually put all this information to use? Well, think of this next part as your perfect dessert map. It's time to choose your own sweet adventure.
And here it is, your cheat sheet. We've basically boiled everything down into this super simple guide. So if you're craving an adventurous gelato flavor, you know to head to Fata Morgana and order the basil, walnut, and honey. Want a taste of old Rome? It's got to be Valzoni for the Pangialio. Need a bag of cookies for your walk? Biscottificio Innocenti. It's that easy. The big takeaway here is just to follow your craving.
Which really brings us to the final most important question. After all of this, after you have the map and the knowledge, what's really the best dessert in Trastevere? Is it one of the amazing things on this list that you taste, or is it the one that you discover all on your own? Use this as your starting point. Get out there and happy exploring.